What's up, YouTube? Back again with another video. Um, this video I wasn't going to make because I figured maybe this will all just, go away and we all can go our separate ways and it doesn't have to, be this big thing. But just in case someone says I came out and said something, I wanted to be ahead of it and tell my side of the story and be as truthful and honest as possible. Um, so a couple weeks ago, I met a squad by the name of G59. And I was really just lonely, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of crew left. Most of my guys were not playing COD, so I was looking for someone to run with. And so I started running with them. And in the beginning, it was fine. It was fun. I had a lot of fun, and some of them I believed were going to be lifelong friends. Then the beginning of about last week or so, they have been doing but nothing but trolling me nonstop, just almost blatantly harassing me for either looks or for me talking or just talking too much or just anything and everything, right? But because I've been really wanting a squad, I really haven't complained all too much. I kind of just let it go. But the last couple of days, I've been really just fighting back towards it, saying, "Hey, I don't want to be trolled right now. Just let's lay off the trolling," um, and no one seemed to care. And I don't want to make this all about me because I made a mistake during this entire situation, and I said something that arguably I should not have said, and it was my mistake for saying it, even if it was just a joke to say up in the air and not necessarily to someone, but it still wasn't acceptable, obviously. But it's important to understand the facts behind it and what led up to it. So basically, I kind of just been having a mentally exhausting couple of months in the past year. This past few months, I've had my mom and my dad hospitalized, as well as my grandfather. We've moved. We lost our other house. Um, I know I've lost some good friends to just not, them quitting gaming or, moving on and doing something else. Um, and then just obviously my mental health has just been really shitty recently. But, every day I still hop on with a smile and I try to vibe and have a good time and jam out and help people where help is needed. Um, but the trolling for me was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. Um, it just wore me out. Like getting on and playing with them as much as I wanted to play with somebody was just taxing. Because I felt like every time I was getting on, I was getting on to be bullied and harassed. Because they're a close knit group, and so when there's an outsider, they just either pick on the outsider or band together to make the outliers life almost hell in a way. And there's some good people in this group, like at least I thought there was, and I won't say names out of respect for them, but I do want it to be known that G59 is the clan um, that is nothing but full of cheaters, not cheaters, sorry, trollers, um, and just not very wholesome people. They play nothing but S&D and talk shit to everybody. I mean, I do that too, so it's not really a negative near to say. But let's get into what happened today. So I hopped on, saw that some of them were playing um, Plunder. Normally, I won't be playing Plunder. That's another thing. I don't really like the modes they play because I've been trying to, I've been doing the Ultra Mastery grind, so I've been wanting to, do more shipment, more Dom, and that type of thing. Um, and we were playing for a little bit, and something we were talking about accounts, and they started trolling me, and I kind of just snapped and let out a joke. I don't remember what exactly I said, but I did say the N word, and not the kid-friendly version of the N-word, I will say. Again, I am being completely honest here. If I lose followers because I said something I didn't mean, that is a repercussions of my actions, and I'm okay with that because I'm an adult and know when mistakes have been made. And amidst of saying this, my game had frozen, my whole system actually, and I had to restart. I had actually forcefully crashed my PS5. I don't know what happened in the lobby or the game or system or whatever that caused it to completely, like, just die on the inside, but it did. Um, I restarted my console. When I got back on, I was not able to join the group as they had both blocked me. Or at least one had blocked me, the other had defriended, and they were in a group together, which means Activision, you can't join them. I tried for nearly an hour to get in contact through Instagram. I spammed them. I've spammed some other members of the group, just trying to see if I can get in contact via like phone calls, as well as just saying apology messages or trying to see if I can get someone on, which seemed kind of braggy, but I was trying to see if I could fix the situation and apologize as quickly as possible. Because once I got, once they banned me, or not banned me, blocked me, I kind of realized the situation at hand, that it was like a misunderstanding and that I could fix it by apologizing. But unfortunately, they chose to be children instead of trying to hear me out and we could discuss it, because they don't like discussions. When you bring up how you feel, they do not like that one bit. Now, if it's to them, it's different. If you piss them off, they want you to come in there and apologize and explain yourself. But like if it was me in this situation, I was trying to explain everything, and they don't care. They didn't want to talk about it. Period. I actually somehow glitched into their party and actually was trying to talk to them, and they completely ignored me. I do have video of that. I don't know if their voices will be picked up, but you will hear me be trying to interact with them, and you'll see their mics moving, but I will be like talking to myself the whole time. Why am I saying this? Because I feel like it's important, especially in today's age, that we forget what loneliness and mental health and that combination can do to someone. It makes people say things they regret or act the way they do. And I want to use this video not as the thing to praise me, but to lift up people that are lonely, that are feeling left out. That it's okay to be you, and like you're going to make mistakes. It's only natural. And so what I'm going to do personally to do better at this is be more aware of my mental health checks and be more aware of the people I have around me, so that I do not allow people like this to make me lash out and make poor decisions and poor comments that not only reflect bad upon me, but everyone on this channel who follows me, because this is not who I represent. Okay. I never would want to represent a racist of any form or any way. That's just not who I am. When we are with the boys, we make jokes and that's fine. Jokes are one thing. But to truly hate another person for their skin color or race or sexuality, I don't think is appropriate. And so I apologize to anyone that I offended. I'm going to be looking for more people to play with that are more just lighthearted, that want to grind, and that not only bring the best out of me, but I bring the best out of them. And that's what's most important. It sucks that I'm going to probably lose this friend group, because at the end of the day, I still liked a good chunk of them. Even some of the ones we had issues in the past, we talked it out, we solved it, and we're fine now. But obviously, I think now we won't be. But again, sorry to anyone who feels that I have mistreated anyone. Again, I did not mean any ill intent. And, it is what it is. We don't always have to keep our friends. So keep that in mind. Not everyone's going to be your friend. So I think the beginning aspect is accepting that. I think the next couple of days I'll probably be playing a lot of solo. There is one person in the group that seems to not be mad at me, so I might play with them. I don't know. They don't have a mic, so it'll be a little awkward. But I love you guys, and I'm going to do better. I won't make this mistake again. I promise that. And anyone out there that wants to play with me, that wants to build a friendship, I'm always welcome. And love you guys a lot.